Welcome back, everyone. I'm here today joined by a very special guest. He's a very muscular man with biceps you can't resist. Coming all the way from the 17th century, Davy Griffith!
Good morning, Maximilian. What a pleasure to be on in your show this very fine day.
Well, it's really my honor to have a great guest like you today.
Well, Max, you are so pleasing to be with. By the way, why did you get such a horrible break on your arm?
Well, as it happens, I was taking my evening stroll through the woods when I was violently mauled by a bear.
Oh, well, that happens, sometimes.
Well, anyway, Davy, I heard you came all the way to the Americas from the filthy Netherlands. Is that true? Welcome back.
Sorry, Maximilian. I get a little carried away when people criticize the holy lands of the Netherlands.
It's alright, it isn't the first on my show. So why the Americas? Why settle there?
Well, my father and I had a gunsmith business back in Europe. But because of the insane inflation, we could never get a good profit. So we looked to the colonies to set up our business there and make a better living.
So,
No! But that's not all. Just before we left, my mother and father were being jumped by some Englishmen. Unfortunately, she died after being drowned in the fountain. My dad killed one of them with a switchblade in the back and fled to the colonies to escape the popo. He left me in Europe with no idea where he was. So I decided to travel over in hoping of keeping up our business, even after he died.
well, that's quite a story, Davy. You certainly have had a dark past.
Yeah. Yes, with my mother.
Oh, get a hold of yourself, man. Come on. We aren't going to get anywhere with all this fuss.
Sorry again, Max. All right, I'm ready. Next question.
All right, man. Now, what religion do you follow? I know there's plenty in the Netherlands.
Dutch Reformed for all of us cool kids. But you have to remember, religion wasn't the reason we settled in New York.
What a rebel. And thank you for answering my next question, might I add.
From all the slave bringing, tobacco growing in other colonies, do you know why we went to New York?
Well, was it because...
No! New York was the perfect stay for a middle-class businessman like me. It also had good variety of natural environment, like 2 rivers, meadows, and valleys.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's right. With great soil from the Ohio Stream in mild winters, tenant farmers would prosper. Then they would be able to afford our service.
Yep.
Also, New York had a great economy. Experienced farmers from various countries came to New York, leading to a surplus of food and cash. Also, millers were successful using rivers in the area to power their mills. That's why my home colony is developing very fast.
Quite fascinating, Davy. Well, we should...
Hey, do you want to know how New York was settled and other stuff?
Well, no, not really.
Well, Dutch settlers traveled from the unfilthy Netherlands to New York by the Dutch West India Company in 1624. Get that. Many religions settled in the ever so popular New York, like Jews and Puritans. Though only after 40 years of settling, the nasty Englishmen cheaply surrounded the Dutch, leading them to surrender their land.
Well, that's all we have for this segment. I'll see you next time.
Are you kidding me?
Today we have a very special guest. He is very muscular, with very big biceps you cannot resist. Coming all the way from the later 17th century, Give it up for Mr. Griffith!
Good morning, good old Davy. It has been so long since I was on your show last. Now, Davy, how did you get those nasty bruises under your eyes?
Oh, I got into a fight with some bozo the other day. And I beat him up real good.
Sounds like an idiot.
Yeah. Alright, so Max, the question everyone everywhere has been wanting to hear. Why have you, Maximilian Griffith, moved to the New World?
Yes. Oh, I would have to say it's because of all the possibilities in New York for my business because of problems with inflation. As you can see here, this is a graph of my business in England. As you can see, the profits are going down,
Wow.
which is bad.
I like that.
And as you can see here, this is more like the graph from New York. As you can see, my cash is going up.
You got a little bit of cash.
As you can see, my business prospers.
Apparently. So, why did you choose New York as the colony to settle in?
Well, a few reasons come into play. New York is the perfect revenue for a middle-class businessman like myself. Because of New York's high population, the economy is very strong and prosperous. Tenant farmers are very skilled in their work, leading to lots of food and business.
So what business are you involved in now?
Blacksmithing, actually.
And why did you choose this great job?
Well, it's really because of my son, Davy. A different Davy. I have a picture of him right here. As you can see, he looks nothing like himself.
Wow, yeah, he looks nothing like me. And how did you make it to the world of waiting?
Well, it was actually a bigger problem than it seems like it would be. As you can see from my graphs earlier, I had no money, and therefore needed to pay somebody for a voyage there. I had to work as a slave for 7 years.
I didn't have to work nothing. My dad being cool McInterview and all.
Well, he is a legend.
Tell me about it. Moving on. So Maximilian, give me the background story. Go back. Go deeper into the history, the heart of your home.
You know that stupid Netherlands? Yeah, well, get this. They are actually the country that founded my Graceland. I guess that's the only thing they did right. Moving on, Dutch settlers probably ventured over the treacherous seas to New York for highly exquisite hills, valleys, and rivers.
You're right on one thing. The Netherlands is a terrible place and very filthy. Well, if you can pass through security a second time, I would love to have you on the show again.
Looks like they're coming out.
Good old